1926, almost 100 years ago, Carter Woodson started what was then called Negro History Week because he felt that Black history was not being taught to Black students because our school system catered to the history that was around our founding fathers, which tended to not include people who looked like me much at all. So he sought to solve that problem by creating a week. And the reason the second week in February was chosen was because it coincided with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and with Abraham Lincoln. It was a week of learning about important people like Harriet Tubman and Phyllis Wheatley, but it was also a week of projects and group discussions about where we started and where we are now. It was a very informative and enlightening week. The reason it became a month was because Coretta Scott King petitioned after the death of MLK for it to become a whole month. And obviously, that is what we know. But now, we're at a time where it feels like those things are being taken away or they're being minimized or we're just not allowed to talk about them. And I cannot speak for the entire world. I can speak for me. And what I know is, while I was living abroad in China, I met someone who actually said to me that she thought that Black Americans liked slavery because she watched Gone with the Wind and we all looked happy. Now, I'm not the type to instantly get mad over something like that. News media runs differently there, but I sought to correct it. So I created a platform where I created calendars for Black History and Women's History Month and events. The idea being to bring Black American knowledge, our presence, to a more global audience. And I did, and I had a great time. And I never thought I'd need to do that here in the States, but I, for one, am not letting my history die. So we're gonna go back to our basics. And every day for the month of February, I'm gonna post content specifically related to Black History Month. Sometimes it'll be about people, events, books, movies. I'll try to make it as interesting. There'll even be days when we'll have full-on discussions. I'll have them on TikTok and I'll also have them on YouTube. What I want is for us to make sure that Black history doesn't die because, well, it deserves a place just like everybody else does. And I'm going to do my best to keep it alive. So if you're interested in watching the content, which will mainly be on YouTube, my handle there is I am Tatiana Smith. And for those on TikTok who are happy to watch, don't worry, I'll be here too for as long as TikTok is still alive. And I'll be bringing that content to you because I, for one, believe that Black history is American history.